Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy, Cuzzintruck, or Tremaine, whatever, and whoever. I guess depends on who's watching this video. But it's your boy, what up? Once again, on another road trip. It seems like the country is starting to open back up, and I don't want to say it's safe to travel, but a lot more of us are traveling now, and some travel restrictions have been lifted. So because of that, I decided to come to I can't say sunny Savannah, because it seems like every time I come to Savannah it's always cloudy. But getting to the purpose of this video, as you know, I'm out here once again because I rented a vehicle in order to take another road trip. This time, instead of going through Enterprise like I usually do, I actually rented a vehicle through Budget. And the vehicle was a little bit cheaper. It was cheaper to rent it through Budget, and the Budget is less than a mile away from my house, so that made it even better. And this right here is the vehicle they gave me. Yes, it's a 2020 Chevrolet Suburban, not Suburban, I'm sorry. It's the tiny Suburban, the Chevy Tahoe. And like I said, this vehicle costs the same price as it would cost me to rent a car from Enterprise. So I just decided to go with this vehicle. And also because gas is a lot cheaper, I drove from Orlando to Brunswick on 3/4 of a tank of gas. And it only cost me $26 to fill it up once I got to Brunswick, Georgia. So yes, this is the vehicle. As I said, it's a Chevy Tahoe, the Premier Edition. One thing that's kind of funny to me is I like these new Tahoes, even though the 2021s are coming out. This right here is a 2020 Chevy Tahoe. They have the 2021 that's coming out soon, and I think there's some things that changed on the body style, but I think the main thing that'll be different on the 2021 is the grille. This grille is pretty nice, up to date. The headlights have definitely changed on the. Out of all the SUVs I've ever rented, for me personally, the Armada was my favorite vehicle. Like, it just had a lot of get up and go, and I really liked it as a vehicle. But this one here has worn on me, mainly because the gas was so cheap. The Armada took the same amount of gas, but it burned gas like a mother. Well, this one did not, so I kind of like that. So let's go inside the vehicle, check it out. So this is the interior of the Chevy Tahoe. Like I said before, please excuse me because I've had the vehicle all weekend, so it is a little junky, but you know, say always, please forgive me because I had the vehicle all weekend, so it is a little junky, but I'm also sure you guys are used to hearing that same excuse from me time after time after time. Like I said before, I once rented a Nissan Armada, and I really liked that truck. Like, it was a really nice truck. It felt luxurious, I guess I should say. This Chevy Tahoe, while it is nice, and I love the gas mileage, it almost feels more like just a work truck to me. I do know that, I guess I would say the Chevy Tahoe is the lower level of the GMC line. Like, basically GMC makes the Tahoe, they make the Yukon, and they make the Escalade. And so I would assume the Armada is almost like the Yukon of Nissan, where the QX80 is like the Cadillac of Nissan. And so I think that's kind of why this Tahoe, to me, kind of feels more like a work truck and not like a luxury vehicle. But I mean, it's still nice though. I mean, overall, it's still nice. Like I said, the biggest thing that got to me was the gas mileage. Once I realized how good it did on gas, I'm kind of sold after that. But As usual, most new vehicles all have the push to start. Like I say, yeah, this one, it don't have nothing too fancy. I don't think this is a base model. From what I saw, it said it was a premiere model. Hang on, I'm trying to make sure this music is turned down before I get a music copyright. Because you know how YouTube, well, some of y'all know how YouTube is. And so this is the vehicle. One thing I do love is it has a lot of space. I'm not gonna say to hide things, but just a lot of space, a lot of places to put stuff. And for me personally, I always like those type of things when I can have space to put things. I actually, what's funny, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but I hadn't noticed all this stuff up here. I have no idea what any of it does. So, you know, whatever. I guess I'll skip over that part. But, like I say, it does very good on gas. It is a nice smooth ride. It has a banging sound system, which for me personally, I actually like sound systems. Let's check out the back seat. Since this is an SUV, obviously you assume that it should have a lot of space. And I would definitely say, you know, I always like to do my back seat test, because to me that makes a difference in the vehicle too. It has a lot of space in the back seat. And this one definitely does. I mean, like I say, I'm 6'2". And the seat I have set up is also for me, as you can see. And also you can see the way I have the seat set up is for a person who's about 6'2" like me. And this is the rear seat. I have a lot of space. The only thing I'll say they are lacking is, I mean, obviously if you need the trunk space, you should definitely get a Suburban, because basically the Tahoe is just a smaller Suburban. I almost feel like they created the Tahoe to compete against the Expedition. One thing I'm gonna do that I haven't done before, because like I said, I always try to do the back seat test to see how big of a back seat it has, and you know how big of a person could possibly fit in the back seat. This one has a third row seat, so I'm gonna, for the first time on camera, try to get in this third row seat to check it out, just to see if it has enough space. Like I said, I've been traveling all weekend, so forgive the junk. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe comfortably. I mean, as you can see, I fit back here, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I can say comfortably or not, but yeah, I would say for like a short trip, you know, couple of 100 miles, yeah, this could work. But I also don't like the fact that the whole time I'm sitting back here, I feel like I'm squatting. Like, I don't know if you can see this. I just feel like the whole time I'm sitting back here is like I'm squatting, to where my knees are up to my chest almost. So I don't know how much I would like that, especially for, I mean, this definitely would probably be fine for the kids or something, but for a grown man like myself, yeah, I don't know about that part. And yeah, so now let me try to get out of this vehicle. Like I said, the one thing I realized with these rear third seats and all this stuff, you definitely gotta be agile and able to get up out of here. All right, whew. All right, I almost fell on camera. Let's see, and let's check out the trunk now. So one interesting thing I found out about this truck, which I didn't realize when I first got it, is that this window here opens up separately. There's actually a button here to open up this window, and then the button here opens up the whole rear gate. So yeah, you push that button and this whole thing lifts up like that, which I thought was kind of interesting and good, because sometimes I didn't want to lift the whole tailgate just to grab some stuff in the back. And as you can see, I mean, it's just me traveling. And I got like 3 bags, my computer bag, my overnight bag, my cooler. And so you can kind of see how this fits in the back of the vehicle. Yeah, so like I said before, if you're traveling with a large group of people, I don't know if the Tahoe would work for you. You may need to go with a Suburban or something like that. But I would say if it's on like 4 or maybe even 5 of you guys, you could definitely probably fit a 2 or 3 day road trip here. So yeah, so this is the rear tailgate. As I said, if the truck is full of people, like if there's 7 people in the vehicle, this is all the space you'll have to put stuff. So I would say if you're trying to go on a road trip with 7 people, yeah, this might not work too well unless everybody's gonna keep their bags in their laps or something like that. There's also all these buttons here, which I just realized they have another plug here in the back, you know, the cigarette lighter thing. So, and this controls the seats to make them go up and down, these rear seats. This right here controls the 3rd row seats. This controls the 2nd row seats. So, and like I say, a lot of this, the way they got these vehicles set up now, you don't really have to do a whole bunch. You just kind of push buttons and things open and close and stuff like that. So let's do one more lap around the vehicle. Like I said, it's the Chevy Tahoe, the 2020 Chevy Tahoe that I ended up renting just for the weekend to come up to Savannah, since the shutdown is hopefully ending. Definitely like the new headlights. I mean, that's different. I'm not thrilled about this grille on this vehicle, but from what I've been told, they are going to switch the grille around for the 2021 version. And yeah, and so that's it. So I'm actually still in Savannah. Actually, I guess I'm getting ready to head, I think it's called Tibby Island or something like that. Yeah, like I said, I had to find a spot to shoot this video, and so I just picked a random spot to shoot it out in the rocks, in the mud. There's a lighthouse over there, because I myself am getting ready to try to head over to the beach to enjoy the rest of my day, because I'm getting ready to head back to Central Florida, because I do have to go to work tomorrow. So I just wanted to kind of review this vehicle, because I had said that if I, as I rent vehicles, I would review them to let you guys know what I think. And so since I did have the Tahoe for the weekend, I decided, you know what, go ahead and review it. Let everybody know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you can, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any vehicles out there you think I should review. And if you have a vehicle, like an interesting vehicle, an exotic vehicle that you would like Cuzzintruck to come and review, don't forget you gotta let me keep the vehicle for the weekend and do some test driving. I will certainly review it for you. So thanks once again for checking out the videos. Thanks for all the support, and I'll holler at you guys next time. Peace. Okay, I lied, I'm back. One other thing that I guess I maybe need to mention, because I know like a lot of maybe parents want to know this type of stuff, is there's a lot of safety features on this vehicle. They have the whole when you get, hang on, let me see if I can show you this. Like if you go over, I don't want to say if you go over the lanes, but if there's a car in your blind spot, all that type of stuff will show up. The one thing that freaks me out about the truck is if somebody's getting too close to the front or the back of you, the driver's seat rumbles. And it takes a little getting used to, because I couldn't understand why at first the driver's seat kept rumbling. But it's because if somebody gets too close to you, or you get too close to somebody, it'll rumble, and then on the dashboard it'll show you what direction that you're about to collide with something. What's weird is it was doing that when I was going through like the drive-through at Taco Bell, and even when I was going through the ATM, like it was rumbling, saying that I was getting ready to hit something. But I'm like, well, there's nothing there, it's just the curb or the wall. So I mean, obviously these features aren't idiot proof. They're just there to kind of let you know, like, hey, be careful, there's something there. So that's something else. From what I've been told, these vehicles have like a smart engine where as long as you're driving around town It's a 6-cylinder, but if you need to, it can jump up to a V8. Like I did notice every once in a while on the dashboard, it would show a V8, and I'm like, what is that about? So I guess that's another built-in feature to the motor. But I will say, yeah, overall, going on this road trip, I was very impressed with the gas. Thank God gas is so cheap right now, because yeah, I couldn't believe I burned 3/4 of a tank from Orlando to Brunswick, Georgia, which is like an hour away from Savannah. I probably could have made it all the way to Savannah on one tank, but I was very surprised it only cost me $26 to fill the truck up. And I was like, really? $26? Like gas has gotten that cheap? And I think even with that $26, it might have been 13 gallons or 14 gallons or something like that. It was just very interesting. I was very surprised. And I was like, man, now is the time to get a Tahoe while gas prices are real cheap. So that's all I wanted to add also. So peace.
You said subscribe, leave a like, and share the video.
All right.